Good morning, guys. It's the Scranton MMA show. This is Frank,
I'm Tom.
and let's get started. We have no Jess this morning. She had some stuff to do, some extra sleep to get. So it'll just be the guy hour, or
Here we
like
go.
20, 30 minutes or whatever it is. So we go off on weird tangents about
Just
how
fault.
good the movie Predator is, the original Predator, or other things like that, monster trucks, riverboat gambling trips, that sort of thing.
Guy stuff.
Mhm.
Guy stuff. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about some events that are like coming up. So the Halloween party, we changed the date. It is September 28th, so the Sunday right before Halloween at 1 p.m. Just worked out a lot better for members, so we decided to switch it up, and hope you can make it. It'll definitely be cool. Lots of fun.
We usually get a bounce house. There's some food. Hopefully everybody could bring something in. Usually we do that every year, and it turns out well. Maybe we'll have some sort of sign up list or something.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
everyone
know.
knows. So
Yeah.
not everyone brings the same thing.
Yeah. So we don't have like 1,000 cups and nothing else.
Yeah, everyone brings Doritos.
Yeah.
I love Doritos, but
I
let's
could
mix
eat
it up a
some
little bit.
Doritos. I could. I actually had Doritos this weekend. It was pretty good.
Living your best life, man.
I am.
It's pretty cool.
I am.
Nice. So upcoming Jujitsu events, we're gonna host a Jujitsu promotional soon. Date to be announced, but we want to let everyone know.
It's looking like it's mid-November. I have a date set. I just need to 100% confirm it. But it's looking like mid-November. So post the weekend of November 10th and 11th. So if anybody doesn't know what the promotional entails, what we normally do is we test you on different techniques. Some we give you beforehand so you know, some is day of. And then we get a handful of rounds in. So with the promotional, especially if it's your first one, just show up. It's a lot of fun. Like, I know some people might get nervous or whatever. It's not a big deal. It's your first one. The worst thing that will happen in a promotional is you won't get a strike. That's literally the worst thing that could happen. So don't sweat it. Come down. Have a good time. To me, promotionals are my favorite part of the year, just because you get everybody here under one roof at the same time, and you get to all train together. So even if you bomb the technique portion, at least you get a bunch of rounds in.
And then you know what you need to know for next time.
Yeah.
You know.
So I always enjoy it. I think most people always enjoy it. For higher ranks, if you got promoted last time, don't expect to get promoted this time. If you didn't get promoted last time, there's still a chance you might not get promoted. It just, I think a lot of, and I think we do a good culture here of not trying, not like breathing promotions or ranks down people's neck.
I don't think this place is like rank happy.
Yeah.
At all. Or like, especially not stripe happy.
Yeah.
We were talking the other day about certain students who don't even want to get promoted or don't care about promoting. I gotta switch this chair out. I don't know what's up with me.
Yeah, so I think we do a good job with that. See what happens, Jess? Yeah.
I thought I was getting the bad chair the whole time. And you two have good chairs, but no, I like this little crappy chair here.
So,
I'm back.
with that, I think we do a good job. I don't think we treat anybody different for being a higher rank or lower rank. Generally, that doesn't really affect the way we treat people.
Yeah.
Like you don't get any special privileges.
Yeah, not right.
Being a blue belt with 2 stripes compared to a blue belt with 4 stripes, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, their schools were like the secret room for just the black belts or the brown belts and stuff, or like workouts or like cliques based on rank or competition and stuff like that. It's funny, some of our best like workout training partners, like, don't compete.
Yeah.
They might not look like they'd be your best guys to push you, but you know, they do like Vitaly. If Vitaly steps on the mat and you're like, all right, old dude, doctor, probably chilling, but like he's like a bad ass Russian fighter, and like he's got a different style, so he pushes you a different way, you know, like so you don't have to just compete or go by someone's rank to like have them help you in the sports, which is cool.
I just zoned out for a second.
It was cool. I was wondering where you were going.
I'm sorry. Usually with Jess here, when I zone out, like it's not as obvious. Well, it's just not as obvious that she picks up. So
I was waiting to see where you're going with it. So yeah, if you're like high rank and probably not going to get promoted, still show up.
Yeah.
Get rounds in. Help the other people go through the experience you went through coming up.
Remember the times when you got beat up.
Return the favor.
Yeah, return the favor.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Show up, get good rounds in, show people what they need to strive to be at that higher rank.
Yeah.
Help paint that picture between white belt and blue belt to purple belt, brown belt. It's a good way to illustrate that is just on promotional day.
Yeah.
You see like the different ranks, their different skills, their different abilities, and it like as a lower rank, you're like, oh, that's what I got to do.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that helps a lot. Good. So
if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below or send me a message. It'll probably be on a Sunday.
Nice.
No. well, okay. Go ahead.
You good?
Yeah.
So Judo Tournament coming up. Our next one is the Princeton Invitational, or I think that's what they call it. We just call it the Princeton Tournament or Quarters Tournament, but it's going to be October 14th. This is a really good like white belt tournament. A lot of times, all the other tournaments we go to, all the top black belts in like this Northeast region show up. So it's awesome. You get to see like international players really do their thing, and then at the same time, that makes it a good white belt tournament because all their training partners, all their students go. This one's a little different, where it's a little smaller and a little bit more focused on like the lower ranks, which is good. Like an example, we were talking to the tournament director, like West Point's bringing over 45 people.
Oh, wow.
So West Point.
So I think that's interesting. Now a lot of people know that West Point has like a
legit judo team. It's the only mat area in a long radius, a long drive that's like better than ours, and it's our textiles at work. But it's like big, might not be bigger. It's close to the same size, but it's like springy. They have the legit gymnastics.
Isn't that where you got the idea?
That's where we got the idea from and built it. But they have the legit springs, and like you get thrown and it's almost too bouncy, but not. It's like it's really awesome.
On those mats?
No, because it's in this big gym. It's awesome when you go to the tournaments at West Point because you're like on the facility, like you get to see like the grounds of West Point and everything. But West Point's a college, so they generally only have people 3 years, 4 years. Not a lot of like wrestlers, judo players, or jiu-jitsu guys go there. So a lot of times it's like they're starting from scratch. Yeah. So you get like white belt to brown belt, generally speaking, but they're all in great shape. They're all like very focused. They're all good competitors. So it's very interesting white belts you're going to fight.
Do you know how long they've had judo at West Point? Because didn't Teddy Roosevelt like bring judo to the United States?
He did, yeah. And what's funny is his first instructor was Maeda.
Oh, yeah.
And he sent Maeda and there was like this thing that went on, and he sent Maeda, I think, to Cuba, to Brazil.
His first instructor or the
Yeah, like so Teddy Roosevelt, I forget. I'm off on this history, but Maeda didn't just land in Brazil from Japan. That's like kind of the story. Just like who really cares? But like there was like Teddy Roosevelt picked someone else. Now I can't remember. I'll have to recheck my Wikipedia bulletproof references. But anyway, yeah, Teddy Roosevelt did judo, and that kind of started the break from like wrestling, catch wrestling, and really striking boxing in America. That like, wait, there was this other thing. Then it just took a little bit of time before it exploded across the world. Like judo then exploded, and then with that, jiu-jitsu then exploded in its own direction.
That's pretty interesting. I always find that cool.
West Point,
fun fact.
They've had some of the best seminars I ever went to, especially on like coaching and athletic development. But their like white belt team is always like the best white belt team. It's like, you know, they're doing PT in the morning, they're training at night. Yeah, they're like super focused. They're
definitely probably in shape.
Always, always. You know, like
I don't think you could go to West Point now.
No, like you think of the people, the students there, it's no joke. They're also sending, I believe the count right now is 14 female players, that's from one club.
Tournament?
Yeah, so West Point's sending 45 people, 14 of them are female. So like our female students are like awesome. Like get to train with different people, get to, you know, experience like different styles. Because normally the female brackets are, you know, smaller at these judo tournaments, so the ladies will get a lot of fights, which is cool. So, yeah, check that out if you want. If you want to go and watch, if you want to go compete, just let us know. There'll be a lot of events coming up, so just keep an eye out and take advantage.
We have a lot planned from now until December.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on.
Hopefully it all comes to fruition.
So this weekend we had it was a judo tournament, and it was definitely a different style. It was more like in wrestling how you have meets. It was kind of like that. It was 3 schools fighting for this cup, this really cool trophy. Yeah, it was like a mini Stanley Judo Cup. So it was 3 schools. It was Scranton MMA, Pure MMA, and Judo Kai. And there's this like alliance that all of the instructors have, where the 2 other schools, they're brothers, Kevin and Chris Costello. You know, Scranton MMA has had judo the longest. Kevin started training and teaching at Pure MMA a few years ago, and Chris Costello recently started up Judo Kai. And all of us kind of came up together or trained together for years, but as like competitors, not as like coaches. Now we're competing together as coaches, which is funny. So like we're still learning off each other. We're still trying to get better at that, and we want the best for our students. And at local tournaments, especially in the white belt divisions, Scranton MMA, Judo Kai, and Pure MMA, like we're taking the podiums. You know what I mean? We're taking first and second, second and third, first and third. Like our guys, our students are up there a lot. So what we decided to do is have this like challenge just between the 3 schools. We did 5 weight classes, round robin, because it was 3 schools, every division, most wins, takes home the cup. So unfortunately, Scranton MMA came up just a little short, and we did not win the cup, came in second. So we have something to strive for next time. But what's cool is now...
Need up their coaching game.
Yeah, we need to work a little bit. It's all good. So now the next one will be at Pure MMA. They took the cup. It's at their dojo. And then in February, we'll go get it back. We'll go get it. Coming for you. But it was cool. It was 5 weight classes. We only had 3 guys able to make it. So Big Matt fought. He did great. Went undefeated, 2-0. His first match was quick. Good Osoto. Second match, not as quick, but pretty quick. Good, like counter to a counter. Big throws, especially at that weight class. Big throws. So he did great, 2 wins. Steve Vadzilla fought for us. He covered 2 weight classes, so he had to step up and fight. He went 2-0 in his first division, and then 1-1 in his second division. And
which one did he go to now? In the lighter one or the heavier one?
I believe the lighter one. But actually, no, I think it was the heavier one.
Oh, wow.
What happened is, since he was fighting two divisions, the endurance might have gotten a little bit in there. But he lost to, besides Matt at the heavyweight, I really wanted to see Steve compete against this other guy. Good wrestler, training with Kevin, converting over to judo. So I wanted to see how they go against each other. And Steve did great. Lost, but did really good. So it's like, because those two are going to fight for medals this whole season now. So now they got a taste of each other. And so now, now both coaches can start adjusting and strategizing to get them better. And Tall stepped up big for us. Like, I don't even know if the tournament would have really happened if Tall didn't step up. Like, he did. Like, he has the least judo experience, and he's like, yeah, I'll go. And they're like, oh, and you got to cover another weight class heavier. And all.
What were the weight classes?
145, 165, 185, 45. No, 65, 85, 200, 220, and open. So Tall covered the bottom two, 165 and 185. And, like, he's not any of those weight classes. He fights like 160 and under, if not lower. So he stepped up, fought two divisions for us, his first tournament, and it was cool to see. Like, his Jujitsu is going to be real dangerous this year at tournaments. He's like, all he has to do is like flip a couple strategic directions, maybe go for different things at different times, and pick up his pace, which won't be hard for him. Like, he can play fast. So if he just does that a little bit, goes for sweeps a little bit more than submissions. He had a sweet entry for a leg lock, unfortunately. That would have caused a big riot, which would have been fun. But so he stepped up big for us at his first tournament. It was awesome. And then right after that, we did an open mat, which was cool. So then, like, everyone got to train, because this was like brown belt and under. So me and Vito were like chomping at the bit all day, like, we need to get ours in. So then we got a lot of rounds. What was that?
How long did that go for?
So the tournament actually went pretty quick, because it was like just 5 divisions of 3-man
matches.
Yeah. So it wasn't that long. But you had to do all the, like, make sure everyone, like, went through the rules, we bracketed everybody, all that stuff. But it was cool because it went quick. It was nice, well run. We refed it ourselves, did all the judging ourselves. So it just went nice and quick. Then we did a nice open mat. That was fun. Got to work some new stuff, try some new things. Vito did a lot of them. I ref like a few matches at the end of the day. Vito did most of the ref, and I was like a side judge most of the day.
In judo tournaments, are the refs like a little bit more like on it? Like in jiu-jitsu tournaments, the refs always look like that they're paying attention, but that they don't care.
They're interested. No, the judo, like, especially.
Like,
recently,
I could imagine like a jiu-jitsu ref calling you funny and just be like.
No, and one of the reasons is when you're reffing at judo, you're constantly being judged by, like, this panel. So, like, say there's like 5 mats. Almost every mat has a, like, senior ref overseeing it, and they're managing, like, this replay system that judo has now. So, like, there's like a bad call, I have to go to the first ref, but if he's not down for a replay, I get to challenge to, like, the head ref of the table. So, but no matter what, that guy is always watching those refs.
How do you become an Olympic ref?
Like, so that's the thing, you're being graded. So this is like local or regional.
They'll pump you up.
Yeah, and you have to get qualified, tested, and certified, and everything's on video, right? Yeah. So if you blow a call and I protest it, like, that's not good for that dude that day. Like, and if you're young or inexperienced, like, it's understood, but you're not going to get that at the national level. But if you do, no thanks, man. I love competing and I love coaching. So that's you like have to. you know, at times to help out and things like that. But it's not mine. Actually, it'd be a little less stressful now with this replay system they have. Because if you miss something, someone catches it. You know, like a few tournaments ago, Mitch goes out, throws someone, they stand up, and they award the win to the other guy. Mitch is like, you have to go. And the ref's like, no, I gave it to the right guy. I'm like, no, you didn't. Yes, I did. And it's like this back and forth. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. Because I'm like, going to the tape. I'm like, look, that's my guy in blue. Oh, see Mitch throwing? Thanks. Then I had to like change up the brackets and fix it. So I think that takes stress off, but I want to compete and coach and make that happen.
Call New York.
Phone it in. So that was really cool. The whole day was cool. We did the open mat. Everyone got more rounds. And then we went out to eat. That was real cool. Ate some good food.
Didn't do any smoking this weekend in his meat smoker.
There was, man, it was a busy weekend driving all over the place.
No brisket.
Nothing. So.
What did you cook Saturday?
Dude, I don't even remember. Because Saturday what did we eat? I don't even remember. Saturday I drove to I don't even know how to say the town's name, like Messahappen or something like that, to this weird store to pick something up for Rachel. So I was on the road most of the day Saturday. I came home, I forgot what we did. The weekend was a blur. I was driving all over the place, busy, working. No chill time for Sensei this weekend.
I made a whole bunch of sauce.
Oh yeah?
I made probably, so I have the big sauce pan like this. I filled that up. Made meatballs, sausage. Well, you don't like meatballs and sausage?
I love it.
Made pasta and also fried up some eggplant so I could switch it up throughout the week because I wanted to make something to last the whole week plus have leftovers because I'll freeze the sauce and stuff like that. So, and after Wednesday, especially if you're doing a lunch and dinner type deal, you're just like, all right, give me something different. So that's why I made the eggplant too. So I'll make eggplant parm hoagies for lunch or dinner, and then have the pasta with meatball and sausage for the other.
That's cool. Yeah. So I'm addicted to smoked meat. So I think it was Friday we had these smoked pork chops. We bought them at this place up by Rachel's. It's meat shop that's ridiculous. So good. So we had smoked pork chops, so that kind of at least took the urge away a little bit. So good. So I gotta try those. I gotta try making those.
Is your smoker inside?
No. So I have.
It's outside?
Yeah.
Do you have to bring it in during the winter?
No, I'll smoke right in the middle of the winter too.
Do you put it? Is it on your porch?
Yeah. Oh, okay. It looks like a file cabinet.
Yeah.
Look a little more squared off, but that's it. It's got a bunch of racks in it.
Is it hard to use?
So easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have an electric one, which I did for the convenience and the ease of use. So it's not.
I imagine the other one's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I have friends that have a fire pit connected to the barrel and the smoke goes in that.
Does that make a big difference?
I'll go head to head. You know.
Are smokers expensive?
No, that one's cheap, dude. The one I got was
how much was
$150.
Oh, that
no, not even. And so it doesn't come I had to buy a better thermometer.
Yeah.
You know, type 1. That was it. It's so worth it. You should definitely get one.
Can you have it inside?
No, you have to
always outside.
Yeah. Or else the second you open the door, you're gonna be when you open the door.
Can you funnel it through a window or something? I don't know.
No, because you have this cabinet, right, and your meat's smoking in there for hours. When you open the door, it's it's crazy. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be out on a porch or something. Do it at your place.
Yeah, I'm just
in the back.
That's an interesting.
And it's
it sounds like it makes some pretty good stuff.
It makes some cool.
Have you been mad scientist with it?
Not much. Now there's definitely some different things I wanna.
Have you ever tried salmon in it?
That's the one thing I haven't done, and I've had smoked salmon a few times. It's so good. I just went with this guy and go to Alaska to like catch salmon and come back with like a ton of it, and he'd smoke it, and it was so good. He'd like just bring it to work, and like we just would eat nonstop. It's so good.
What about you've done wings?
Wings are awesome in the smoker. I
Can
don't
you
like
still cook the
wings.
sauce? I have to be in the mood for wings. Like,
Yeah, I don't really like wings. I don't like eating them out. Not my thing. Like if we're at like a place like that, I'd rather get a burger. I'd rather get freaking chicken tenders.
I do like boneless wings. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah,
But
but
again, I have to be in the mood.
but smoked wings, they're so good.
Yeah.
So good. It's like this gets so tender, so easy to eat, super juicy. You can really do like awesome flavors if you want real hot. Uh, if you want like barbecue.
So you just
smoky.
put like the normal wing sauce on it still?
Normally not. No, normally I do because it's like barbecue. I normally like barbecue seasoning and a barbecue sauce. I will do some then with like I'll do some that are like barbecue seasoned with hot sauce, and those are money because it's like a different flavor and like smoke, and then like the heat on top of it. I'm going to the store on the way home now.
How long does it take?
Wings are quick too. Wings are like an hour to 2 hours. You have to check them because they're small.
Yeah.
So like there's more of
Okay.
a like window where you can screw it up. Like when you do like a pork shoulder,
Yeah.
whether it's 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, as long as your heat's good, it really won't overcook. It really won't be bad. If you do like a brisket that's like 4, 6, 8, 10 hours, like you have a lot of room for error. With wings, you have to kind of know your smoker and know your temperature, but
Why
it's
don't
awesome.
you do salmon?
Just haven't done it.
Try it.
All right. It's so good. Now I'm like getting itchy. I love it. It's like healthy too. Like you can make really healthy food that's ridiculous. Like even if you take just chicken breast, plain,
Can you
nothing.
make like your own like super salad in there?
I could. That's not my deal either.
Yeah.
Nah.
But you could.
You could, yeah. Now mine wouldn't be the best for that, but you could cook it. You'd still need a place to like age it and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could.
That's crazy what they do with food. Like things like you wouldn't think of. You're
The
like, oh my
newest-
gosh, that's food poisoning, and then it's like, no, it's great.
The newest, best smoked thing I've tried is smoked Cooper cheese. So
Smoked Gouda.
good. And then
Do you make that?
I didn't make that yet.
How do you make cheese?
So
You
cheese,
just get the cheese block and then smoke
So
it.
yeah, like this place, they make their cheese and then smoke it. It's like up in the middle of nowhere. People do that stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, really good.
Hopefully we didn't make you guys too hungry.
I don't know.
I made sauce. I made sauce. That was good.
I might stop on the way home. Buy some stuff. Throw it in the smoker. The fridge listens to this. Like crap. More smoked stuff for dinner or whatever.
It's like I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Cook something.
If I do wings, she likes wings. Their wings are so good. That's the other thing. Even if you don't have a smoker, take wings, put them in your oven at like 220 for like an hour and check them, or like an hour and a half. They're so good. You know, just do barbecue seasoning, barbecue sauce. So good. I might stop at Shifts on the way out of here.
Get ready, chefs.
Yeah, look out. I'm
A
coming.
hungry time's coming.
Actually, I should.
Anyway, start teaching.
What are you teaching?
We're gonna continue off of the arm bar from Mount.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Play around with that position. Go over what ifs. Go over counters. That sort of stuff.
I don't know from Mount. I like the Kimura better than the armbar.
From Mount?
Yeah,
It's hard to get one.
it is.
You're
But if
thinking
you're me,
Americana?
it's really hard to get
What do
the
you think Americana? What are you
Americana.
actually?
Udikarami?
Udi Garami.
Yeah, no, so Americana. All right. Want to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Say bye.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. The first episode of Scranton MMA. Guy, 30 minutes. We can't call that an hour.
No. Like you did a half hour.
Yeah.
And I did a half
So
hour.
that's an hour together.
Oh, that's how we roll.
Yeah. So tune in next week. We'll have crazier topics to talk about. I don't know.
We have a good one. We got to get to this one.
Yeah, we do. All right.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
All right.
Keep questions, comments coming, and we appreciate it. Have a good one.
Peace out.